Hello folks, I'm Scott Abernathy, owner of Reliant Property Management, serving Rutherford County, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne, and the greater Middle Tennessee area. You know, the other day I had a buddy of mine come up to me. He's a real estate investor, owns about 4 rental properties, been doing it 6, 7, maybe 8 years. And he looked at me and asked a really good question. Pretty common question, actually. He said, Scott, why on earth would anybody give up some of their rent to a property manager? I looked at Bobby, I said, you know, that's a really good question. Allow me to elaborate. I could tell Bobby was a little frustrated. Something was going on in his business that was bothering him. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have even asked the question. So I let him know. I said, I know you've been doing this for a while. You've got a handful of units under your belt. You've even been to court a couple of times, I believe. I said, but one benefit you get from a property manager is the vast amount of experience that they've got. This experience includes hundreds of rental properties and dozens of years. You get to benefit on their trial and error instead of you having to make those mistakes over again. Another good benefit would be their education. A good property manager is going to have some education specifically to property management. May even have designations such as the Residential Management Professional or Master Property Manager from the National Association of Residential Property Managers. Another benefit you should get from your property manager is screening of the tenants. Yes, Bobby, I know you screen tenants. I got it. I hear that all the time, but it's been my experience that most landlords either do very rudimentary screening or just say they're screening their tenants. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I see landlords make, is improper screening. Proper screening eliminates problems and saves money from the very beginning. Another thing a property manager is going to do is keep you legal. You know, there are a lot of pitfalls and traps that a landlord can fall into in this business. If you don't know the laws, Landlord-Tenant Acts, fair housing laws, whatever the case may be, then you can fall into those traps. A good property manager is going to know and understand them and keep you out of those traps. Once again, saving you money. They'll also have the proper documentation, such as leases. You know, leases are very area specific. So your lease in one county is not necessarily good in another. You've got to have your documentation proper for the area in which you're doing business, whatever county, region, city, or state that might be. And I'm not just talking about leases. It could be just about anything, especially for compliance, like lead-based paint disclosures. They'll take care of that kind of stuff for you as well and keep it all well organized. A good property manager is also going to have connections within the community. And these connections could include like agreements with manufacturers or insurance companies where they are relocating people. Let me tell you, those are good contracts too. Those are corporate paid leases that are paid on time every month. They also pay top dollar. That also helps with your marketing and advertising. And a good property manager is going to have a good website to market and advertise your property on. It'll syndicate your ads to dozens of different for-rent websites, not just Craigslist. They'll also have connections within the community like trade associations or business associations like the Chamber of Commerce and be actively involved in them. You want your property manager to be considered the go-to person when somebody's looking for something to rent. You put all this together, and not only should a property manager not cost you money, it should make you money. But the bottom line is, even if it did cost you a little bit of money, the best thing a property manager is headache relief. This way, a real estate investor gets to have solid, tangible real estate in their investment portfolio without having to deal with it. All the headaches, all the problems, all the complaints go to the property manager, not the landlord. I like to say a good property manager is better headache relief than any aspirin, Advil, or BC powder you're going to find. If I can help you with your property management needs, please reach out to me. You can find us right here on our website or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you and serving your real estate needs.